Hello? It's not
Hello.
working. Hello.
Hello. I came in like 3 minutes ago and said hello, but Josh didn't answer me, so I've just been sat here twiddling my thumbs.
No, here I am.
At least I have someone to talk to now.
Yes, you do. I am here.
Uh,
Barely. I'm
Burley?
barely alive, but I'm here.
Why Burley?
I'm out of my sleeping medication I take, so I've slept maybe 4 hours in the past, 2 days.
Oh no.
Yeah, it's pretty cool actually. So, and they won't refill it until I go to an appointment on Monday.
Oh
So,
god. You gotta
it
be
is our
you gotta be
policy.
on top of that. Where you're requesting the next batch of medication like weeks before you need it.
Yeah, well, I didn't know that they had a policy that you've got to be seen every 6 months for them to
Ah,
rewrite the
okay.
prescription. So if I would have known that, I
Yeah.
would have been more proactive. But it's just another,
I
you
saw
know,
RDT putting in
L.
the chat. You said you're going to be late because you're getting breakfast, and he said he's going to be late because he's not having breakfast. He's just extremely hungover.
Yeah,
So
that
you
sounds
haven't
like
had any
him.
sleep. He's extremely hungover.
Yeah.
Um, it's going to go great.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It's great. It's going to be great.
What are you having for
So,
breakfast?
I have a stack of pancakes, a chicken biscuit, and a smoked sausage biscuit. I won't eat it all, but I'll eat some of it later. I'm gonna be home all day.
What's a chicken biscuit and a smoked sausage biscuit?
Well, it's a biscuit. You cut it in half. There's like a chicken patty in the middle.
An American biscuit, isn't that like a what we would call a scone or a scone?
What the fuck's a scone? Let me look this up. Hold on.
Because biscuit to me is a cookie, but not doesn't have to
No,
be
yeah, that's right.
chocolate chip cookie. It's just the generic term for all
No, it's
but
not.
biscuits.
Well, no, I see some scones that are like American biscuits. English style scone. Yeah, okay, so that's a biscuit for us. Yes.
Biscuit versus British scones are tender and lightly sweet. Biscuits are flaky and without any real sweetness to them. Okay. So yours is more like a because I think I tried a biscuit when I was in San Diego in like 2019, and I didn't like
Oh
it.
yeah.
It was like biscuit and gravy, and I heard about biscuit and gravy so much, and I didn't like it. I like gravy. I like scones, but the biscuit and gravy didn't do it for me.
Yeah, I mean it's breakfast is like my least favorite type of food, but I'm hungry.
Hmm.
So
I'm trying to make a move to have more protein for my breakfast, rather than just all carbs all the time with cereals and sugar and shit.
yeah.
Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Hello.
How are you?
Don't ask.
Fine.
Hi, I'm
Same.
eating chocolate.
Oh, now you talk. You only you talk when there's three
No,
people
you're
here, but you
eating as
don't talk
well.
when I'm here. You just
I
ignore
was
me.
I was downstairs getting chocolate.
Oh, that's a likely story. Thank you for the raid, by the way. I saw the casual 600-person off-stream raid.
Yeah. Ended stream too early.
It's weird. It totally feels like Sunday for me.
I just
Moving.
finished stream after waking up at 4 a.m. today. It feels like I should be going to bed.
Jesus. Why were you awake at 4 a.m.?
For F1.
Oh, okay. Oh, just way too early for me to bother getting up for F1. Screw that.
No, I like the early ones.
I
I
do,
don't
but
mind getting
only
up
to a
early.
point. 4 a.m. is evidently that point.
Right, okay.
I think
No
I've gotten up for
spoilers.
5 a.m. before, but
Yeah,
No
well,
spoiler.
the F1 race is at 5 a.m., so.
no, it's 4, I think.
Oh, right, yeah, no, you're right, yeah. Right, that's why I got up at 4 a.m. today to work myself up to it, yeah.
Oh, I see.
Hmm.
Yeah, the qualifying was 5 a.m. Yeah, I wasn't getting up at 5 a.m.
Yeah.
just for qualifying. I watched the highlights this morning.
Yeah,
And
it,
then
it
4
wasn't
a.m.
worth
is my
it.
line for the race, I guess.
Mm. I'm fine as long as I get to bed early,
Yeah.
which I managed to last night, and then I just put a podcast on and just went to sleep.
I've been finding that I have a very narrow window where I actually feel decent, like in terms of the amount of sleep I have. It has to be within 7 and 8 hours. If it's more than 8, I usually have a headache. I'm terrible for the rest of the day. If it's less than 7, I can deal with it fine, better than having too much sleep, but I'm tired and stuff. The older I've gotten,
Yeah.
the closer in that window's become.
Okay, interesting. For me, it's like, if I don't sleep well for like 2 or 3 days in a row, then I'll start getting headaches, like towards the end of my awake cycle. It's like like in the middle of the awake cycle, I'll start getting a headache, and by the end of it, it'll be horrible. So then I'll go to sleep early. But yeah, I can do like a day or two like less sleep, because like I feel fine like right now. And then tomorrow I'll be right. But if I only wake up early on Monday as well, I'm gonna be fucked.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Jesus. Okay.
for these speedrun marathons and stuff, I'm always just waking up at whenever. Like the run I did at NSG Marathon was at 3 a.m. So,
Oh God.
and I was like awake all night.
Yeah, I'm not good at that anymore. Being able to just stay awake, and I'm function much better when I actually go to sleep at the same time every day and wake up at the same time and stuff.
Yeah. Hopefully, I don't lose that anytime soon.
My side effect from not sleeping seems to be I just get really, really angry. like
Really,
I'm just
really what?
miserably
Oh, angry. Okay.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, I get that. I understand that.
Like I'm the big cranky right now, but I just have to pretend that I'm not the big cranky so I can do the podcast and be here with my friends.
Well, we can just say it beforehand that you've had no sleep and you're cranky, so then that absolves you of everything from that point on. That's how
Bro,
it
no,
works, I
then
think.
people will poke and prod me in chat, and then I'll just
Oh yeah, okay.
I'll just lose my mind.
Let's just pretend that you're okay.
Yes, that's what I do every day.
Oh Jesus.
Dude, I'm not having a good time.
Oh, I mean, isn't that just normal at this point?
I mean, to be fair, yeah.
Wait, why the hell is there a big red
Where's
thing in
Josh?
my eye? What the hell?
There we go. We lost Nos on the camera, but we gained a Josh.
Oh yeah, I just
Yeah.
turned the camera off because I'm scarfing down. So
Do you-
I'll be back.
Do you see this big red? What the hell's happening to my eye?
I can't really.
Hang on, let me go look in a mirror 1 sec.
Yeah, it's probably easier than a webcam.
Dropping like flies,
I know.
bruv.
I know. We're not gonna have any hosts or cameras on for the whole show. Oh, he's back.
What's the deal?
Let's be
Man, I
nice and
wanna
loud
trade
for
lives with
RDT.
RDT, bro. I just wanna have a motorcycle and like a will to live and get drunk every Friday night and just have like a wide, varied group of friends. I'm tired of being a fucking pizza boy, bro. I'm so burnt out.
All right. To be fair, it was my nephew's birthday party. So.
You've
Hell
always got
yeah.
something though, don't you? You've always got a wedding or a get together with friends or going on a trip somewhere or
Yeah,
a birthday
I'm
party.
Really cool and exciting.
Yeah,
Like,
you're
that's why-
you're living a full, varied life,
that's
and
what you're
Nos wants
supposed
a
to
bit
do,
of
right?
it.
If I just made double what I make now, I think I would be satisfied.
If I just had some money, and a plan.
Yes, exactly.
You know, it does help, but it's not the cure for everything, Nas.
Only said by people with money, by the way. Statement only said by people with money.
Hey, I've been both. I've been, you know,
How's your
I
hangover?
was much happier as a custodian than I am now. So
How's the hangover?
oh, it's terrible. Sorry.
I was kind of expecting or hoping you'd say to me, "Oh, it's all right. It's not so bad. It's I'll be
It's
be
getting
fine."
better, actually. I feel like for me, it's always the worst first thing in the morning when you wake up,
Mm.
and then it kind of dissipates, and then it comes back, and then it dissipates, then it comes back. But
Whenever I get hangovers, it just knocks me out for the entire day. I don't get it. Like, even when the headache's gone, I just feel ill, like sick, like I'm gonna puke all the time, and I never do.
ugh.
But it's just I hate. This is part of the reason why I don't really drink anymore.
Yeah,
I hate the hangovers more than the enjoyment of drinking.
Ruffy, could you talk less? I'm trying to watch your VOD of iRacing and it's confusing hearing you twice.
Oh, sorry, fine. I'll just shut up then. I mean, you could just mute me in Discord.
Oh yeah, just mute specifically. you.
Yes, Bruff, just talk less. Many people are saying.
Oh,
iRacing was
dear.
good yesterday morning, actually. I gained
Yeah?
iRating in
Okay.
all 3 races, beyond all expectations.
Oh, nice. Okay. I don't want to talk about it too much because we have a segment for it. But
Yeah.
things are weird for me. Oh, speaking of segments, the Google Doc is like empty and 50% of it is my stuff. I'm concerned.
I mean, what we've all been getting up to as the first thing, that could last for like an hour, so
Sure, yeah.
it could also last 10
Stuff.
minutes, but
Are we talking
Yeah.
about Nintendo being terrible at some point? I'm assuming.
Well,
we
what did Nintendo?
probably
I-
should, actually.
Have I missed
What's wrong
something?
with Nintendo? What did they do?
Well, yeah, they that
Oh.
Switch emulator. What is it called?
Right, yeah.
Yuzu,
they-
right?
The
Yeah,
classic
they-
shutting down open source software. Like, oh, you better not distribute this. Just like, okay, but we have done for like years.
I came
Too
across a
late.
video this morning, actually, on Portal that was ported to the N64.
Oh yeah,
That was amazing. It looked incredible. I couldn't believe it. And then I looked in the comments of the video and I saw that, oh, yeah, it doesn't exist anymore. And it was like, oh, did Valve ask for it to be taken down? And no, it was because they did, but only because they were using Nintendo's like things for various issues. So yeah, then it had to be removed. Nintendo are just the worst.
yeah, they were using like they have to use Nintendo's like libraries for building N64
Yeah.
stuff, right? Until people make their own versions of those, we can't
Yeah.
really. You can't make N64 stuff without breaking copyright.
God,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
love the
the Yuzu
N64.
stuff,
It was so
William Byron, baby.
Okay,
Well, I'm sure.
I hate the N64, and this is from a speedrunner. I just cannot stand the N64 at all.
Why?
Really?
Yeah, I don't know. It's just first of all, the controller is
Controllers.
insanity.
Speaks. Yeah.
Yeah,
It is
and
unique.
It's like the analog sticks are like all terrible, like all break immediately, just fling dust everywhere or whatever out of them. The games are all like super jank, barely functioning crap. It came out the same time as the PlayStation
Yeah,
1, and I
That's
feel like
what's fun about it. Come on, Diddy Kong Racing, dude. That
For
was my
me,
jam.
like, because obviously, like, I'm a little bit older than you guys. I grew up with this, so this was like sort of my sort of 12, 13-year-old sort of period, and like, it was only my rich friends that had an N64 because in the UK the games were like £70.
Jeez.
I
the
do
games were
remember the
£70
games being really
Dude,
expensive.
Way,
houses
way
cost that
back.
much back then.
That's like if you adjust for inflation, that's £120 in today's money. Who
It's
the
because-
fuck would pay that for the games that
right.
objectively look worse than the PlayStation games.
That's probably where my my whole thing
Wild.
of like I generally throughout my history I've only ever played one game, played it to death, and then gone to another game. It's probably because of the N64, and I couldn't afford anything. Like we could afford to buy a game,
Seriously,
and I had to
man,
play it
the
to death,
games,
and then
like,
a new
they were
one.
so expensive.
I never had a
Yeah.
PS1 either. Like my friend had a PS1 that had like like it was cracked, so you could get any game on it and stuff like that. Like, but I never had that.
Well,
I only ever had the
it-
N64.
It's only because cartridge games were super expensive, right? Like I don't think the CD games for PlayStation 1 were that bad, were they?
No, they weren't. So PlayStation 1 went through a really interesting life cycle of prices for games. So they started out at the same sort of price as cartridges. But as the life of the console went on, new releases actually became cheaper. And it got to a point where new games were actually being sold, like brand new AAA games or whatever they were back in the day, were costing $29.99. That was the RRP. It became the RRP at the end of the sort of 3/4 of the way through the life cycle. So
Yeah.
it was a great time to be a gamer and a kid because you
guess,
could actually afford games.
I guess CD production just fucking went through the roof around that period, right? Like just in
Yep.
general CD production.
And then you had your platinum games as well, which were even cheaper. Like after they'd been out for a while, they knocked them down in price. Great time.
Yeah,
time.
PlayStation 2 was that was good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wish we
Oh,
could go
God.
back. I want to go back.
I
bought a
fucking
PlayStation 5.
like hey like wait. Oh, you can't really see it. I have a PlayStation 2 right here,
Oh, hey.
Yeah.
and all my like upscaler stuff that's I've soldiered myself. Don't worry about it.
I just realized that the PlayStation 5 is the first time. Well, the PlayStation 4 was the first time my primary console was the same manufacturer as a previous primary console, and the PlayStation 5 is the first time I've gone from the same manufacturer to the same again on a subsequent console. Because I went
Oh, wow.
Sega, Nintendo 64, PS2, Xbox 360, and then PS4. So I've always chopped and changed between a company, and then
Interesting.
PS5 is the first one where it's
That's probably
still Sony.
the best way to be. Like if you look at it like a holistic point of view, it's like you've had a greater depth of gaming experience because
Yeah.
you've not been bound by sort of rampant consumerism. You know.
Yeah, I've
I would
always
say-
just,
I would say
I
console
was.
experience, not
I
gaming
now am
experience.
not, but I was because I went from Sega Mega Drive, PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2, PlayStation 3,
Yeah, I
PlayStation
see.
4, PlayStation 5. So you know. But like I did, like when I had the money, I did like branch out into extra consoles. So I have owned like I still own an Xbox 360. In fact, I can see it right now, covered in dust, sitting under my TV. Because I think it only
great
got used
console,
about
the
3 times.
360 though. Microsoft is never
I
going to
certainly
get
had
that,
my
that
best
again.
gaming experiences on 360.
Yeah, I did as
360
well.
was a great console if you were like in that sort of mindset. Again, with 360, a lot of the games didn't really sort of appeal to me in terms of the exclusive stuff that Microsoft had, like your Halos and stuff. That wasn't really my bag, but
Yeah.
like exceptional game nonetheless. But yeah, not really my bag. So I was happy with my PlayStation, even though the PS3 was objectively shit as a console, you know. But yeah,
Which is
Yeah,
a shame,
I've
given
never
that the online was free, which was like
yeah,
really
yeah.
cool.
Yeah. I feel like Microsoft used the money for like actual features and shit, right? Like, I don't know.
Yeah,
I
Xbox
feel like it
Live was
worth it.
so much better than PSN
Yeah.
back in the early days. It was
I mean, it's
so
not like
much
they
better.
need the money, but it's like they can justify the R&D into it if
Yeah.
like they're actually making money from it, right? I guess. And now look where we are. Everything is a service and software based.
I remember when I first got my PS3 and like I went to the app to open up the PSN store, like because that was a new experience going from PlayStation 2 to PlayStation 3 and there being like a store app. So I opened it and it was like It was all web based. It opened up a web browser window. I was like, oh my god, what is this? Compared to like, because my flatmates at the time had a 360, and I'm like comparing the two, and I'm going, what year is this? this is making me look so bad. I've just bought this thing, and it's like decades behind
Yeah.
360. What's going on?
I'll be right back.
Oh,
Yeah, the PlayStation 3 is one that I don't
oh
have.
yeah.
Yeah.
This is good. I need to test whether San Andreas works as well. This is perfect.
Quick, yeah. Okay, how far can you make it before the pre-show
Yeah.
ends? You've got 7 minutes.
Before Fluffy comes
You've got
back,
7
fuck.
minutes.
I'm playing it backwards because I'm playing it through my webcam.
Ooh,
Fuck.
Matrix Path of Neo.
Wait, let me.
What in the gosh darn is happening over there?
There it
Well,
comes.
there we go.
Yeah, there it goes.
Okay, all right. Good,
This
this
is the
what?
first pre-show that anyone should actually watch.
Yeah, really.
Fluffy's gonna come back and my gameplay is. Sorry, my camera is just this.
He is morphed into San Andreas gameplay. He has assumed his final form.
I don't know
Wow.
any sound though, annoyingly, but.
Well, I handled the intro, like the little graphic sound. I handled that. So only I could if only I could remember all of the dialogue.
Oh well, please! I got
Hold on,
this.
hold
Come
on. After 5 years on the East Coast, it was time to go home. Phone's
Welcome to
ringing.
San Andreas, CJ from Grove Street, land of the heinous gangbangers and cold heat. Los Santos, get no sleep.
Jesus, I can't even remember that.
Dude, I had that on my iPod Classic, and I would just listen to that all the time.
It's mom's. She's dead, bro.
Oh dear. Oh yeah, this cursed Satan.
Oh my god.
What
Those
is that?
frame rates.
Oh
that?
well, that's probably just.
That's
just the
that's
camera,
probably
right?
just yeah.
Yeah, it looks fine to me.
This is so funny.
Wait, hang on. You're looking at a 16:9. Hang on, where's the widescreen? Yeah. On what? Okay, there we go. That's better for you.
Sweet.
It looks terrible for me.
What's the next mission? Is old Reese still run the barbershop?
No, I got a bunch of missions. Right, I don't know what this one is. Oh, wrong time of day. Right.
What would that be? That would be is that
That's-
robbing Uncle Sam?
No, home invasion. Home
Invasion, duh.
What's this one then?
Oh,
God.
yes.
Oh god, the load times. I'm so not used to the load times.
Ayo, Caesar, the yay leaving San Fierro, right? I'm not going to do the voice.
Oh god, this is
Yes, but they use.
it's like how much of mimicking their accent is fandom from the game and how much is racism? You decide.
Holy fuck, that was a long.
Yes, but they use bicycles, CJ. They go cross country.
All right, what paint job are you doing? Flames and nitrous?
Yeah. If I can muscle memory with the controller.
How's the input lag on PlayStation 2? Is it anything to?
I haven't noticed anything.
Oh, cool. Okay.
I'm using like it depends. It's all depends on your like upscalering and stuff, right? So, like I'm using.
I think
like...
you should just do this through the whole podcast.
That's what I was thinking, honestly.
I'll just play SA in the corner.
Can Josh
hasn't that been your life for like the past 10 years? Just playing San Andreas in a corner.
I suppose. Yeah. Don't need to see my face. I'll just be the SA man in the corner.
Man,
Just
as much
honestly.
depression as I had in my Twitch career from only people watching me for GTA Racing, I can't imagine your feelings.
Oh god, how does it? Wait, is it right analog stick? Okay.
To be fair though, Nas, it's like that's a job. That's
Well, I'm
I go
having
into the
enough.
office. I do the same
I'm
thing.
having
every-
enough issues with my job currently. You know.
Yeah.
Do 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 do
I
do.
think I need to restart the upscaler. There's some weird artifacting happening.
What's
So
the
what
music
is the
they're using?
upscaler do you have? Does it like AI upscale it or like
No,
what?
no. It's
What
like
is it doing?
it takes like the analog output from the PS2, which is like 480i,
Uh-huh.
and it deinterlaces it to 480p. Wow, I'm doing fucking shocking at this. What the hell?
This brings up an interesting. I'm watching you do this mission, and
Huh?
Josh, have you ever played Guitar Hero or Rock Band or anything?
Yeah,
Are you
I've,
good at those?
reasonably, yeah. I can play expert. My limit is like I can't do Through the Fire and Flames on expert,
Okay,
but
yeah,
every other song in Guitar Hero 3 I can do on expert.
because same. I think have I ever gotten through the Fire and Flames? I think maybe, but I'm just thinking like with speed running, so much of it, like you said, is muscle memory and doing the same exact thing. I was wondering how that would translate into a
Yeah,
rhythm game like Guitar Hero.
yeah. There's a bunch of crossover. You see a bunch of people playing a ton of rhythm games at all the speedrun events.
Hmm.
That all crosses over.
Back on
Sweet.
time, perfectly in time.
There is nothing happening
Pretty
here.
good for
Nah.
a beginner, eh?
So basically, we're not going to see Josh during the podcast. He's just going to play San Andreas. You can do a
right,
San
think more
Andreas
people would
speed run,
watch.
and we'll
Run over and use the drop to skip the phone call. Quick.
Yeah. I'm trying.
We should do that one podcast. We'll just start it up, and we're all playing like different games or something on our cameras instead of. actual
We
cameras.
used to have a game night.
We did use to have a game. That's kind of what that was, wasn't it?
Oh, this is the wrong phone
Oh,
call.
you didn't skip the phone call, bro.
It's the wrong phone call. I don't think I've
Oh.
done a speedrun route on this save. I don't know what this is.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, everything's fucked. I don't even have the next mission or whatever. All right, okay, I'll
Oh,
switch
damn.
back the camera.
Right, I
Okay,
guess
the
we
game
better get
works. That's all I
started.
needed to know.
Bye, pre-show.
That was fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Twitch.tv/JoshMusnos, you know.
Not as satisfying as you starting a new game, but and just doing the thing that I see like a million times.
Hello, everyone. I'm Baruffy1322, and welcome to another episode of the Choking Hazard podcast, episode 87, I think it is this time, with my usual co-hosts. Nos is over there.